Cabinet endorses the 2020-2063 development agenda to be implemented by the National Planning Commission. Presidential Task Force on COVID-19 announces closure of all borders in and out of the country with immediate effect. First Lady Monica Chakwera appeals to Malawians to respect and protect the elderly in the country. And in sports, National Youth Football Association President Oswald Lungu out of race at forthcoming elective general meeting. Now the news in detail. Cabinet has endorsed the 2020-2063 development agenda to be implemented by the National Planning Commission. The agenda will succeed the Vision 2020, which is expiring on 31st of this month. The Commission's Director General Dr. Thomas Muntali has confirmed the latest development. We have Alex Panda with the details.
President Lazarus Chakwera and his cabinet have approved Malawi 2063, a development blueprint for the next 43 years. The agenda is being implemented by the National Planning Commission and has superseded the Vision 2020. The Vision 2020, among others, sought by this year to achieve democratic maturity and that Malawi should be a technologically driven middle-income economy, self-reliant with equal opportunities for all in a democratic, pure society. However, this has not been achieved. According to the Chief Executive for the National Planning Commission, Dr. Thomas Muntali, the new vision hinges on inclusive wealth creation and self-reliance. The Malawi 2063 has three pillars of agricultural commercialization, industrialization, and mining, which will be reviewed every 5 years to spur Malawi's economic growth. For Zodiac, this is Alex Banda.
The Presidential Task Force on COVID-19 has announced closure of all borders in and out of the country with immediate effect as a way of preventing further spread of the coronavirus. Co-chairperson of the task force, who is also Minister of Health, Kumbize Kandodo Chiponda, told journalists at a press briefing in Lilongwe. The minister says the task force has since resolved to go back to restricting public gatherings to 100 people in the next 2 weeks. ESCOM has announced that it is effecting a load shedding program ahead of the festivities following loss of some 100 megawatts of power from the national grid. This, the power supplier says, is because Nkula B power plant has been shut down because a bypass pipe burst, resulting in grounding of one of the 5 machines at the station. Spokesperson for the power generator Ejenko, Moses Gwaza, could not specify how much time they need to bring back Nkula B. Alinafe Mlamba's further report.
Christmas and New Year merriments will likely be spoiled by intermittent electricity supply, with the Electricity Supply Corporation of Malawi announcement of a planned load shedding program to last 4 weeks. ESCOM Public Relations Manager Innocent Chitosi told us that the arrangement follows a temporary shutdown of Nkula B hydropower station, which has the capacity of 100 megawatts. He said a bypass line on one of the 5 machines used to generate electricity has ruptured, which will lead to reduction of power supply during the festive season.
The commitment is that we should make sure that this maintenance is handled with speed so that our customers and the whole country should not celebrate Christmas and maybe New Year holidays in the dark.
Meanwhile, spokesperson for the electricity generation company, Ejenko, Moses Gwaza, says the company is still assessing the cause of the damage to determine how long it will take to rectify the problem.
We are doing currently investigations to establish that, but I'm sure that by the end of this day, we should be able to know why we had a pipe bursting, and also we should be able to tell you how long it will take for us to fix the problem. At the moment, we are doing the ordering to establish the cause of the burst.
The temporary removal of 100 megawatts from the national electricity grid due to Nkula B shutdown leaves the country with 275 megawatts of electricity being produced through hydropower.
A judge has discontinued criminal review proceedings against Prophet Shepherd Bushiri and his wife Mary following a request by the state to have the matter withdrawn. The state filed a withdrawal to concentrate on a new extradition procedure already underway. John Pokayoni reports.
The fugitives Shepherd Bushiri and his wife Mary were in court on Tuesday for continuation of their criminal review case. However, the state asked the court to withdraw the case to allow them concentrate on the extradition process following a formal request from South Africa. Director of Public Prosecutions, Dr. Stephen Kayuni, said discontinuing the matter will not only save taxpayers' money, but also save the court time.
There was a criminal review that was being undertaken at the time, and court time is taxpayers' time, and the courts too are logged with so many issues. They have a lot of work that they need to do. The fact that there is a criminal review which should be rendered nugatory or academic would not make any sense. There were issues in the decision, the lower court, that needed to be highlighted or be reconsidered by the Honorable Court. But this would only be reconsidered.
There was no objection from the Bushiri's lawyer Wapo Nakita on the case withdrawal application, and Judge Fiona Mwale went on to discontinue the case. Speaking to Zodiac after the court, lawyer Kita, representing the Bushiris, said they stand ready to challenge the extradition process in court.
No, we'll wait until we get served, because the process cannot start before they serve us with the documentation which they have received from South Africa. So for now, we don't have that document. We don't have those documents, and I cannot say anything much about that. But yes, should they start the process, we are prepared to challenge it.
The withdrawal of the case means the decision by Principal Resident Magistrate Viva Nyimba stands, and the Bushiris are free of any case in Malawi. However, the state has indicated it will soon commence extradition procedures after Minister of Homeland Security signed the Bushiris' extradition documents. The two boated from South Africa, where they are answering fraud and money laundering offences. For Zodiac in Lilongwe, this is John Paul Kayuni.
Meanwhile, the Magistrates Court in Lilongwe has released on bail 3 government officers suspected of embezzling 4.2 million kwacha booking fee paid by the Enlightened Christian Gathering Church to use Bingu National Stadium. The 3 have pleaded not guilty to their charge. John Paul Kayuni again.
Senior Resident Magistrate Flores Munam Seganduana has granted bail to 3 men who are suspected of stealing 4.2 million Malay kwacha, which the Enlightened Christian Gathering ECG Church paid as booking fee to use Bingu National Stadium on 31st December. In her ruling, the magistrate observed that the state had failed to provide evidence that the suspects might not return to the court for the continuation of their case if released on bail. She also said the police have finished their investigations and have recorded statements of the witnesses, which means they don't have any reason to keep custody of the suspects. The 3, Wongani Ngoma, Edwin Kambalame, and Togozani Chanza, have been ordered to pay 250,000 Malay kwacha each as bail bond, and also to provide 1 traceable surety each, bonded at 1 million Malay kwacha. The other bail conditions are that the suspects should surrender their travel documents to police, and that they should be reporting to the Central Region Police on Mondays every fortnight. The court has set 24 February 2021 as the date when they will continue hearing the matter.
Experts have reacted to what they call a U-turn in campaign promises by the Tonse Alliance-led administration, with the case in point being the deployment of police officers on the roads to provide security to President Lazarus Chakwera. According to governance expert Wonderful Mkuche, President Chakwera should walk the talk, especially on issues of national interest. Over the weekend, a police officer was demoted and transferred to another workstation over Facebook remarks referring to President Chakwera as a liar on the use of police when he is moving around. Alfred Guta reports.
The governance expert Wonderful Kuche told Zodiac Monday, failure by President Chakwera to act on his promise is giving a bad impression. Kuche has dared President Chakwera to take the issue with seriousness. He said the issue may seem small, but people may look at it as the third promise. Kuche further faulted the police for demoting a police officer, Sub-Inspector Williams Kabonda, over his Facebook post. He said much as Sub-Inspector Kabonda used a wrong platform to remind the president of his promise on the issue. As a citizen, he has the right to express his views. Another governance expert, Rafik Hajat, thinks the president could be facing resistance from the system. Hajat also faulted the demotion of the police officer.
He's going to meet quite a lot of resistance to reduce those activities. As such, I think it's a work in progress.
Brian Banda speaks for the president.
If you see what the Malawi Police Service has done, is that there have been major improvements in how they manage the road, and even in the number of policemen and women that guard the road when the president is traveling has also been drastically reduced.
President Chakwera is on record saying he will stop the deployment of police officers on the road to provide security to him. For Zodiak in Blantyre, this is Alfred Goda reporting.
Meanwhile, about 11,000 learners failed to return to school after the COVID-19 holiday, a situation education authorities have described as worrisome. According to Chikwawa District Chief Education Officer Makshades Dagamau, of the 11,000, 5,248 are girls. Christopher Sunday with more details.
There is a growing concern in Chikwawa district as statistics indicate that 11,191 learners failed to return to school after the COVID-19 holiday. Out of the figure, 5,943 are boys, while 5,248 are girls. District Chief Education Officer Makshades Dagamau says are engaging various stakeholders, including mother groups, to make follow-ups and bring back the learners when the school opens early January 2021.
We have agreed to involve the mother group, the school management committees, and all stakeholders on the ground, including the chiefs themselves and the TAs, to mobilize the community and, if possible, secure some of the students or learners to come back to school in January.
This is happening when the district is experiencing rampant child marriages, teenage pregnancies, child labor, and lack of interest from some parents to encourage their children to attend school. Meanwhile, the new Bishop of Independent Pentecostal Church, Bishop Daniel Masanduko, says his church has introduced parenting programs to establish a sense of responsibility among parents to take care of their children and make sure that they go to school. The bishop believes the initiative will also assist to end gender-based violence. Chikwawa district has over 183,000 primary school learners. Reporting for Zodiak from Chikwawa, this is Christopher Sunday.
You're watching the news on Zodiak. We have more news coming shortly. Do stick around.
The home of beef and goat products in Malawi. Quality goat selection bought from the smallholder farmers across the northern and central Malawi. Better pricing, better returns for the farmers. Products produced in the only export certified meat factory in Malawi. Traceability done from purchasing to selling. After slaughter, carcasses are kept in the chiller until the meat is mature. Then the meat is deboned, cut, packed, and distributed to the market. We religiously practice all international standards relating to hygiene, food production, distribution, and selling. Our distributors are spread across the country. Nyama World, quality first.
kupeza zinthu zabwino sikulira kukhala ndi chuma koma kuzindikira chisisi. Pamene Yohane anatangwanika kufuna kumukomedwetsa tango, Yakobe anapeza chisisi cha tango kudzera pa lisiti la katundu amene anagula tango. Tango amagwiritsa ntchito zonse zopangidwa ndi Purity Sanitary Products, monga Purity wosambira mthupi, Purity wosambira m'manja, Purity wodzola mthupi, komanso Purity wotsukira mbale ndi mapoto. Patangotha sabata imodzi Yakobe akugwiritsa ntchito zopangidwa ndi Purity Sanitary Products. Yakobe adatenga mtima wa tango chifukwa chooneka bwino. Wonekani bwino pogwiritsa ntchito Purity Sanitary Products.
Welcome back to the news with me, Linda Masinga. Another look at the headlines. Cabinet endorses the 2020-2063 development agenda to be implemented by the National Planning Commission. Presidential Task Force on COVID-19 announces closure of all borders in and out of the country with immediate effect. First Lady Monica Chakwera appeals to Malawians to respect and protect the elderly in the country. And in sports, National Youth Football Association President Oswald Lungu out of race at forthcoming elective general meeting. Moving on with the news, First Lady Monica Chakwera has appealed to Malawians to respect the elderly in the country, saying they are precious and need protection. She spoke on Tuesday at Chikoko Bay State Lodge in Mangochi when she hosted the elderly to an elderly Christmas luncheon. The First Lady said it was unfortunate that the elderly are often associated with old age and witchcraft, an assertion she dismissed. There are fears that the onset of the rains and a possible second wave of the COVID-19 will trigger a high school dropout in the next academic year. A spot check by Zodiak in Chilima revealed inadequate space for social distancing in classrooms since some classes were shifted to learning under trees. More details in this report.
Education authorities in Chilima have expressed optimism that the enrollment of pupils for the new academic year will increase despite the high dropout rate since the onset of the COVID-19 pandemic. A random spot check in 3 primary schools in the district revealed that most schools experience high dropout rates in the rainy season. This is attributed to lack of classroom blocks and now compounded by the coronavirus.
Learners were learning outside, whereby when rain comes, learners were not able to learn properly because of rain. Let's say rain comes in the night, in the morning, around 9. It means the classes are over from that hour. But now with this going up, it's okay. We have dropped units. Each and every class is inside. Starting the 1 to 8, we have the space to learn.
Lack of clean potable water at Ngolowindo Primary School forced many pupils to abandon school for fear of the coronavirus.
Had a single water point for 2,478 learners. Instead, they decided to provide us with a tank and then 22 taps so that we reduce the congestion at one place when getting water. So this has assisted much in the prevention of this COVID-19.
Kids and Future Foundation has made strides to provide water and classroom blocks that provide hope for primary schools in the district.
We decided to construct the water system so that we should reduce some costs. For example, when we talk of water bills, some schools are failing to pay water bills. So we decided to construct the water pump so that we should reduce some costs. As you know, in schools, they're striving to raise money. So that one maybe it's going to help them.
Through funding from Korea International Cooperation Agency, KOICA, the organization has provided classroom blocks and potable water to various primary schools.
In sports news, National Youth Football Association President Oswald Lungu will not contest at the forthcoming elective general meeting after he failed to secure any nomination forms from affiliates. He needed 3 nominations to qualify, and we understand he did not get any. This means current Treasurer General Tienku Chavula is expected to go unopposed on the position of president. NYFA General Secretary Dan McKee has confirmed the development, saying the association is now set to go to polls on January 16th in Chilima.
The nomination period for National Youth Football Association elections expired Monday midnight, and it has seen the current president Oswald Lungu missing out on the list. Lungu, who assumed the position after Chimango Muntali was elected farm executive member last year, has failed to secure a nomination from the affiliates, which automatically places Tienku Chavula, the current treasurer, who amassed all nominations, on the driving seat as the president, but this will be officially confirmed on 16 January in Chilima. Chavula said he plans to introduce more youth competitions and take a strong stand on taming age cheating among his topmost priorities when he assumes office.
Age cheating, this is something we've always been doing and will continue doing it because we believe it is important that players use the right age. While we're still at it, possibly it's about time we need to review our competitions.
On the vice presidency, Mwawi Mwanza will go toe-to-toe with McLeod Muntali. On the general secretary position, the current holder of the position, Danny Maki, will contest against James Sawulengera to retain the position, while on the vice general secretary, Wasauka Nyirenda will go unopposed. Whereas Linda Kasenda and Gome Kandawire will continue as committee members, as they will also go unopposed as well. National Youth Football Association is expected to go to polls on 16 January. NYFA General Secretary Dan Maki confirmed that the association has officially opened the campaign period and it will be closed a day before the elections. For Zodiac, this is Bright Kanyama.
And there we also end what we had time for in this edition of the news. Before we go, another look at the headlines. Cabinet endorses the 2020-2063 development agenda to be implemented by the National Planning Commission. Presidential Task Force on COVID-19 announces closure of all borders in and out of the country with immediate effect. First Lady Monica Chakwera appeals to Malawians to respect and protect the elderly in the country. And in sports, the National Youth Football Association President Oswald Lungu out of race at forthcoming elective general meeting. That's the news. Log on to our website, zodiacmalawi.com, for more on these and other stories. I am Linda Masinga. Thank you for watching. Remember to seek medical help when you start experiencing symptoms of COVID-19.